who you are and what you're about.
Hello, my name's Stephanie. Lived here for 8 years.
Where's
I'm in
here?
Las Vegas.
There you go.
Here in Las Vegas. Originally from Chicago, born and raised. Always going to be a Bears fan till the day I die. So excited they're 4-1 this year. So excited to be on this podcast. Thank you so much for having me. Let's see. I've played fantasy football for, I think, 5 years now. I won my first title last year, so that was really exciting. I'm 4-1 this year, so I'm getting there. Trying to, run it back to get another win. And yeah, I love football. I'm excited to be on your show to hear you guys, what you got to say about certain games and matchups, players, and I'm just really grateful to be a part of that.
Yeah, and we're very, very excited for you to. Hold on, Josh.
I've been to Vegas.
Hold on, Cheese. Okay. We do appreciate you being on here. Don't let her fool you guys. She was about to be a Raiderette at one point here in Las Vegas, so I just want to throw that one out there. I know I'm going to embarrass you, but I think that's awesome that you went out there and did that stuff. I was pretty proud of you as a friend. I'm not going to lie. So, I'm going to go ahead and let you. That's pretty cool. Glad to have you on the show.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Cheese?
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, for everybody that don't know, on this end, in North Carolina, I've been to Vegas multiple times and hang out with Ryan and hang out with Stephanie multiple times. She's a great time. So just going to say happy to have you on the show, man. That's what's up.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the first thing that we're going to kick off with, guys, is the actual matchup that happened on Tuesday. We never really have Tuesday games, but, with the COVID stuff, we ended up having the Bills go to the Titans. Me and Cheese both picked that one wrong. We picked the Bills. We thought the Bills were on a high horse. And then the Titans came in, off basically almost 2 weeks of not playing. So I think that kind of actually helped the Titans propel to win because they were not tired, so to speak. And the Bills have to travel and then playing games like that, you have all these injuries. And so they were just a little bit fresh. So that one turned out a little bit one-sided with the Titans running all over them and the Bills really not coming to play. I don't think personally that they came in with the game plan that they wanted to implement because they are a run-first football team. And Josh Allen had over 40 passes. And what I seen, Devin Singletary really couldn't get nothing on the ground going, so it's probably hard to run the ball. But at the same time, that's your bread and butter. You can't go away from what's got you to where you're at right now. And that's just my take on that. What do you think about that one, Cheese?
I mean, like we said before, it was kind of 50-50 to see what the Titans were going to do after they've been sitting out for a little bit. And then, the fact of the matter is they came in, they was on a hot streak, man. And I'm excited about what the Titans are doing. I've been excited about what they're doing, but, they're coming ready to play and show them that they can at least probably hit the same standard or try to pass that standard that they did last year. Buffalo I thought was on a hot streak too, but, I mean, Tennessee coming in and knocking off somebody that was on their high horse too. And it's not just every game matters on Sundays, but it's not just a so what opponent, that I would say, they knocked a good team off and, I think, and I really like what they're doing coaching schematically wise too. I mean, they're running the ball. They can really keep the time of possession, really drain that away from their opponents and things like that. And that's what they did. And, I don't know, man, Titans are looking good. I missed that one, but I'm back on the Titans bandwagon right now for my picks.
Yeah, for sure. Steph, what did you end up watching that one?
I did a little bit. I was at the bar, so I probably don't remember as much as I should have. But so now Titans are 4-0.
Yeah, I think they're undefeated.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Bills are 4-1.
Yes.
Yep.
I think that's correct.
I mean, I liked watching Tennessee last year with Henry. Basically, he won my fantasy for me. This year, it's different. I don't have anyone on my fantasy football team with the Titans, so I'm not very focused on it. But we'll see if they're 4-0. Hey,
ass whooping too, 42-16.
Yeah, the Bills got out of their game plan, and Derrick Henry ran all over them. But the one thing I do want to post out, and Tanner mentioned it too, Tannehill is playing out of this world going back to the end of last season, and I totally agree with you, Tanner. Like, that guy, Miami was not the fit for him, and when he went to Tennessee, I was like, okay, maybe this guy is able to go and play at a top level that we see all these other quarterbacks, especially with a running game like that. Because you and me both know that with a running game, that opens up all his play action, which that's what he is benefited most from is the play action. And him having A.J. Brown back this past week helped him out a lot. Even though they lost 2 of their starters, A.J. Brown is a freak, dude. He also played with D.K. Metcalf. Those 2 receivers at Ole Miss, they were getting things done in college, so it's good to see them producing in the NFL as well. So A.J. Brown's one of my go-to guys. I love him. I love seeing him play, so that was cool, even though I didn't pick him.
Well, Tannehill's athletic, man. He used to be a receiver.
Yeah.
I mean, he can get the things done outside the tackle, man. His arm has definitely transformed, especially over the years since he's been at Tennessee, but definitely since he's left Miami, dude. So, yeah.
Tanner mentioned in the comments right here, Steph, no Bears or NFC North fans the rest of the season unless they're cheeseheads. So you're already getting some hate.
Oh, is that the guy that was in the other video?
Yeah. That was our number 1 fan. Come on now. But
well, you ain't on today, honey. It's me.
Uh-oh.
I love it. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so what we're going to be doing now is we're going to get into our key matchups. We're going to talk about these games one by one. We're going to give a little bit of information. I'm going to go ahead and let Cheese take over Packers versus Bucks. Cheese, go ahead and give us a rundown of what's going on this weekend.
I'm excited, man, for my 2 top teams that I like. Nothing will surpass Green Bay for me. But, I pulled probably for Tampa if they have to be a number real close to. And I'm definitely going with Green Bay on this one, man. And I'm not trying to be 100% biased, but, there's going to be a little bit of thrown bias on that one for sure. Buccaneers have struggled against some good teams that have really been able to find a way to fluster and put pressure and make him make really quick decisions when talking about Tom Brady. And I think definitely, Alexander's playing right now rated as the best corner in the league right now. And so I think he's absolutely going to be able to help shut things down and make reads not as elongated for Tom Brady when it comes to the passing game. And I'm not too worried about the run game and things like that with Kenny Clark supposedly coming back, and we're getting our receivers back. We're coming off a bye week. We should be rested. We've had extra preparation, and, that coach is doing a great job, dude. I'm really excited that we have him. And I think he is sitting there, and they only thought about Tampa for at least the majority of the first week and a half of that. I know it's NFL and it's not like high school, so you're not really going week by week. You're going to have a little bit in your pocket to prepare for things. But I think they're going to be ready. Packers are going to go against a pretty scrappy, good defense. But I think our edge rushers and things like that will be able to put Tom Brady on his heels a little bit and get him flustered, and we keep rolling, man.
Yeah, what about you, Steph? What you think about that matchup, Rodgers versus Brady?
Is Godwin coming in this week?
I think so, yeah. He's healthy.
I know what she's going to say. She don't want no cheesehead.
Someone dropped him in my fantasy league. Don't know why you do
Crazy.
that, but look, baby, let's go.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Okay, so with that, of course I'm going to go Tampa Bay. Come on now.
She's going with the future Hall of Famer. So, Cheese, you're going with the Packers, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Steph, you're going with
I'm going with Tampa Bay. That's going to be such a good game, dude. Brady, Aaron Rodgers. They both got great arms, good O's. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that I think that the Bucks are a little bit slower compared to the Packers. I love what the Packers are doing defensively. I keep on mentioning him every week, Cheese, and I keep forgetting his name. It's something Smith. And that guy's a freak on the D-line. Just how they can move.
Yeah, you're talking about 55, though.
Yeah, he can get moved anywhere. He's a force on the edge, in the middle. Like, he's going to make Tom Brady lose his mind, I think. And Tom Brady's been struggling a little bit lately. He had that one good game with 5 touchdowns. But I'm going to have to go with Cheese on this one, Steph. I love you, but Packers probably going to end up beating the crap out of the Bucks at home in Tampa. So that's going to be fun.
And if he can't get to him, Preston Smith on the other side will be able to work too, man. And then you put big Kenny Clark in there.
It's Zadarius. That's what I'm talking about, Tanner. Yes.
It's Zadarius Smith, and on the other side, Preston Smith, and then you got Kenny Clark in the middle.
So Bears just beat Buccaneers though by 1 point.
That was a trash game, yeah, I know. So now you're on the Bucks. Okay, we beat the Bucks team. Maybe they win. I got you.
That's football.
Craig's in here in the comments. He says, I'm going with the Packers. They're doing everything right so far, and I totally agree with you. You know, they look pretty dominant right now, so I'm not going against them. That was a tough one to really pick because I think the Bucs are a very scary football team, but the Packers just have a little bit more firepower, and the Bucs are in our division, the NFC South, so I got to go against them. I'm hoping that we get and climb up on that.
Tampa will still be okay, I think, but you know, we're talking about game 5 or 6 for these teams. I think right now Green Bay's got a little bit more firepower right now.
Yeah, agreed.
For game 5 and 6, you know.
A couple of injuries too for the Bucs is not going to help them out. But
and then remind me the records then. Green Bay's 5-0.
Yep.
And Tampa.
I think they're 3-2 because we're all tied in that division.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
Okay.
4-1.
That one's gonna bring us to our next game. We got the Browns versus the Steelers. Cheese, I'm gonna go ahead and let you take that one over as well because that was another game of the week that you wanted to talk about. Browns versus Steelers. Who you got?
I'm going Steelers on this one, man. It's defense for me. I love the Steelers defense, and I don't think, you know, we've seen games where we're like OBJ and Landry hadn't really done a whole lot of anything so far, but we see OBJ breaking out and things like that. But I think the Steelers defense and the play calls and the relentlessness they do, and this always is going to be like a hard hitting, you know, smash mouth football game. But Steelers come out on this one, like I said, defensive play calls. I think it really flusters Baker Mayfield in the way that they're starting. And what's helping Baker Mayfield now is doing that play action, rolling to his left more now. Well, they've seen that on film. I think they're going to be ready for it. They'll be able to have somebody out there in the flash or someone spy them that whole time during that, inside the box or outside the box, defensively speaking. So, yeah, I go Steelers with that one. Big Ben gets it done, too, especially against the Browns.
Steph, what you got to say? Sure. So what you got to say about that matchup? Brownies versus the Steelers.
I have not watched one Steeler game this year.
Surprisingly good.
Browns this year. I don't know, man.
You've been hearing a lot about them.
I'm gonna go Browns.
Browns are playing good though.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you this. The Browns' only loss is to the Baltimore Ravens where they got steamrolled in week 1, and then they came back. They bounced back. They got the running game going. Nick Chubb is out this week, so I think he's out for a while, actually. So Kareem Hunt's going to be the lead back in that offense. They got Dearness Johnson or something like that as somebody else that's going to get touches in the run game. So make sure you fantasy guys, if you want to pick up Dearness, go ahead and do it because he will get touches in that offense. They are run first, you know, but he's still a backup. Okay, Kareem Hunt's gonna lead the totem carries, but he could get sprinkled in every so often. I'm not going with the Browns either. I'm sorry, Steph. I want to go with on some of these, but hey, you could be right. You could be right.
Steelers. You definitely could be right. Kareem Hunt could get it done. That O-line is getting stuff done as well. If they can find a way to control the blitz in the line of scrimmage, it could be totally different.
Yeah, it is a divisional matchup, and you know how we feel about division, especially like mid-season where it matters so much to beat those guys in your division. So yeah, anything definitely could happen. The one guy I want to mention, everybody probably knows who he is now, Chase Claypool for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rookie out of Notre Dame. That dude is an absolute freak. He scored 4 touchdowns total last week. They got him involved. Deontay Johnson's down, so he's probably going to have a big role in the offense this week versus the Brownies. The Browns' defense are pretty underrated, but they got Myles Garrett. They got pretty good corners. So it is going to be a really fun one to watch. I think Tanner thinking this is going to be the game of the week. He's also saying the Browns win if Baker doesn't turn the ball over. I totally agree because if you keep on putting Steelers offense, you know, Big Ben gets pass happy and then he'll end up making a mistake. He's tended to do that. And then Brandon's also saying don't underestimate the Browns. So I love it. I do like this matchup.
I think it comes down close. I think it's a 3 to 10 point game if it goes either way. I don't think it's a blowout on either side.
Well, the biggest struggle. Go ahead, Steph. No, go ahead.
Where are they playing?
In Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So the biggest thing for me is Pittsburgh's got to get that running game going. If they can't establish that running game with James Conner and put the pressure on Big Ben, which he can get it done, as you saw Chase Claypool go off last week, But now everybody kind of knows about him. I got film on him, so you know how DC does his work. Ain't that right, Cheese? You gonna lock him down. Then you got Juju trying to get all the deep and underneath stuff.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch that one actually. So hopefully we can get the Red Zone channel going. You know, have 2 different TVs so I can watch my Panthers beat up on them Bears later. We'll talk about that one here in a second. The next game we're gonna go to is the Falcons versus the Vikings. I picked this one because it's in the NFC North and the NFC South. I wanted to just get a key matchup, you know, because Falcons obviously they're struggling. They're 0-5, and the Vikings are struggling a little bit. So both of them kind of need to win. The Vikings are without Dalvin Cook. Alexander Addison came in. He stepped up. He's a legit guy, so he's definitely a starter this week with Dalvin being out. And the Falcons defense probably is going to get torched a little bit, but Kirk Cousins has his games and he has his bad games. I think he's on that bad game streak. Justin Jefferson coming to that offense, that's pretty cool to see that rookie shine beside Adam Thielen. I think this is one the Falcons could possibly take over, but it's in Minneapolis. Oh, I love Matt Ryan in that offense, even though I hate him, but I'm going to have to go with Vikings. What about you, Steph? You go ahead and tell me what you think.
Vikings.
Yeah.
You know, I have Matt Ryan on my fantasy. Come on, man. Come on. All those yards and 0 and 5. Come on. No. Let's go Vikings. I'll go Vikings.
Cheese?
Adam Thielen is going to have a really good day. It's not going to be that strenuous for Kirk Cousins. They can still sustain the running game they show without Cook. The Falcons do need a win. I like what Todd Gurley can do. I don't know. I don't know if I can see the Falcons going, 0-5 right now, especially with the kind of teeter-totted Vikings right now. I kind of want to go opposite, to be honest with you, but
Tanner's saying Falcons finally win.
I know it could be so bad the other way too. It could be so bad. I'm just gonna go. We're on the clock. I'm gonna go ahead and go Falcons. They have to get a win, some way, shape, fashion. Hopefully, they got some people healthy. People were coming in last week. After being out and trying to rest up and things like that. So they had to find a way to get it done. And with 2 teams like this, I think it could go either way because they're so inconsistent. But yeah, let's go Falcons.
Who are they going to fire? If they lose, who are they going to fire next? I mean,
Well, they've already fired their head coach and GM, so you don't have to worry about that. Now it's basically the OC and DC, whoever's really running the show. They probably got 2 separate job identities, right? They control one half of the team, the other one controls the other half, and they're going to go off of that. But it's hard.
So they didn't even hire a new coach then, huh?
They have not yet. They probably just hired him from within, to be honest with you. I haven't heard anything yet. But
yeah, if they lose this one, man, they're just going to put a
I hope Falcons lose this one just because they're in our division, right? And then they won't be able to catch up. But that defense is awful. It's probably one of the worst defenses, but their offense kind of complements that by scoring all those points. So I think Minnesota's a little bit better on defense. That's why I'm choosing the Vikings. So I'm going Vikings. You 2 are going Falcons. Ooh, that's going to be a good one.
I'm going Vikings.
Oh, you okay. My bad, Steph. My bad, girl. Fire Matt Rule. What the heck you talking about, Tanner? We're 3-2, son.
He put the shittiest taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
Dude, if the Falcons lose this one, they're going to put a template online that says, hey, if you're in the Atlanta area and have a jersey that's an Atlanta Falcons jersey, come to practice on Monday. Like, they have to win this one, yeah.
They're trying for Trevor Lawrence, dude. He went off this weekend. But all right, so that's going to actually move us on to the Broncos versus the Patriots. This one is something that was supposed to happen last week, right? But it's happening this week, I think. Is that what's happening with that one with the COVID stuff?
Yes, it's happening this week, baby.
Okay, so Cam Newton might or might not be coming back. I think we still don't even know that yet. Drew Lock for the Broncos. He's coming back off an injury. I think they needed him in their offense, especially get that rookie Jerry Jeudy going and KJ Hamler. Cortland Sutton's been out for the year, so they've been struggling offensively. Their defense has been very mediocre, but I think the Broncos – and Melvin Gordon got a DUI, dude, so he's probably not even going to be playing this game. Freaking out.
They said he's out. Said he's out.
So Philip Lindsay's over there getting the lead touches. Then you got Royce Freeman as well, probably going to be the next guy up. So that offense needs some help. I'm going with the Patriots no matter who's a quarterback. I don't care if Brian Hoyer's butt is at quarterback. That defense is going to lock down, and then the Patriots are going to do what they do, and that's win. And I hate to say that. I freaking hate that. Yep. About you, Steph? What you think about the Broncos versus Patriots?
I'm going to have to go Pats. Belichick against the world, dude. And then you're right. Yeah, I've got Denver D on my fantasy. They've been mediocre. Whatever. But, I mean, you said the quarterback's coming back in off injury, so I don't know. Those are other two teams that, I don't really watch a lot because I'm working or whatever. Yeah. But I'm going to go Pats.
Okay, Cheese?
Yeah, I don't. Y'all both. If I could combine what both y'all said, it would be definitely my answer. But I would add Stephon Gilmore on that. I don't care who's at quarterback for the New England Patriots. I think they win this one, and also Bill Belichick on top of that one, and then sprinkle in a little bit of Stephon Gilmore. Drew Lock's coming back against a good defense. They're going to try to put pressure on him, umbrella some stuff, have some different looking coverages, make it look like man, drop back into a cover 3 type concept with the 2 high safety. Things like that Belichick's real good at. So, yeah, I take the Patriots on that one.
Yeah, we got Tanner over here, Patriots by 17. Craig's also saying Pats. So, and Tanner's going out on a limb. Cam has 4 total touchdowns after taking Gilmore's wife to dinner. All righty. That's a low blow right there. But
that makes it even more fun to watch.
Wait, the guy's name, Tanner?
Yeah, yes. Our number 1 fan.
Okay.
You referred to him as number 1.
That's right. You let him know he's over there.
But wait, is that like who you're referring to sometimes?
Yeah, he's in the chat right now.
That's my boy.
So that's gonna bring us to the next game. This is one that I'm gonna let Steph lead off because Rams versus 49ers. That's a big one that you know of, right? Rams versus 49ers. Rams are 4-1. 49ers are struggling. So go ahead and tell us what you think about that game coming up.
All right. So, let's see. 49ers versus Rams. I really hate to say it because my boyfriend's a 49ers fan, but I'm going Rams on this one. Dude, Jimmy G, the whole team, they're depleted. They got nothing. They can't run the ball. Their O-line's hurt. They suck. Plus, you got Donald. Donald, for the D on the Rams, dude, he's got 3 straight sacks in the past 3 games.
That dude's a barbarian.
Yeah. Also, 49ers are 0-3 at Levi. Yeah, I don't know. I also have Henderson. So he's been doing pretty well. Yeah, I'm going with Rams on this one. Jared Goff, he's got 70% pass completion rate in the NFL right now. Yeah, Battle of the West. It's a divisional game, and I'm just not feeling 49ers. They look horrible.
Sorry, Andrew. Jeez, what do you think about this one?
Not watching. Sorry.
This one is hard. The whole time she was talking, I was trying to figure out in my head what I want to go for and why. And if Nick Bosa's in this game, it's a totally different game. It totally changes my pick because the play action that the Rams run so much and the defensive end that's that smart that can sit at home and make things side to side or make the quarterback have to make a very quick decision. That changes everything for me, but I'm with Steph too. They look deflated as crap right now, but I've seen the 49ers also come out a game after being deflated and look like they haven't been deflated the whole season and just fire on all cylinders. I'm going to put this one down to coaching, man. I'm going to go with the Rams on this one as well too. I think right now with what they're doing with the defense and the injuries that they've had, the play action will wind up opening it up and Jared Goff is playing sustainable enough. He's doing a little bit above average and stuff right now. I still want him. I still want to see what he does in games like this. And if he can do things in games like this and win games like this that they need to win, divisional and things like that, then I'll start riding them a little bit more. But yeah, I go Rams on this one because it's thematic wise, man.
Yeah, we got a 49ers fan in the chat, Devontae Craig. He's saying 49ers. I'm also going to tell you, I'm sorry, I'm picking the Rams on this. I do think that health is a huge issue, and the Rams aren't hurt, and the 49ers are. They're both trying to control the line of scrimmage. I think the Rams do a really good job of moving the pocket and everything like that offensively. It is, like you said, Joey Bosa's different, or not Joey, but yeah, it is Joey Bosa, right? No, it's Nick Bosa on the 49ers. I'm sorry, Craig. Don't hate me forever. But
he's going to have a good game.
If he's in there, right? I think he's done for the season. But if he is in any games, he is a difference maker for sure. And they don't have him. They have Jimmy G at quarterback, which I don't think is the answer for the 49ers. You got Mostert, who I think got hurt a little bit again, so we'll see if he's a go at running back. And then the Rams.
McKinnon.
Oh, McKinnon's in there? Nice.
Too, yeah.
So when the Rams, they got that offense, they got all the receivers, their defense, one of the top defenses in the league, honestly. They've been real quiet about that. I don't know if anybody watches Hard Knocks, but
They have.
they had a lot of good things going on in that show. So got to go Rams on this. They're going to piece together. And like you said, Aaron Donald, he scored as much as most of the fantasy football players that we put on the roster. He had like 14 points last week.
You cannot stop him, and they put him at every position on the D-line. Mm-hmm. So it don't matter. And then they find the weak guard or the weak tackle, and they're like, good day. Yeah, he's crazy, dude.
Yeah. So that one, it's going to be a good one. It's a battle of the West Coast. It's a division, so I wanted to put it out there. Anything could possibly happen, just like every other Sunday, right? So, but I'm really strong-minded about the Rams on that. So, sorry, Andrew. Sorry, Craig. I love you guys. Which will bring us to the one I wanted to get to the most, the Bears versus the Panthers. Stephanie Black, we're going to take it to you. I'm going first. Panthers going to put it on you, okay? That defense, you're young. They're flying around. Jeremy Chin, I mention him every single week. He's going to be on your guys. Nick Foles is not your answer either. All right, your defense has been bailing you out of almost every game up to this point. So that falls apart because we have a good offensive game plan as long as we have a very underrated offensive line too as well. People don't really mention our O-line. Teddy's not getting sacked, and we're getting holes.
Second game, he hasn't been sacked.
So I'm just saying, I think we block you guys. Your defensive front's scary to me, and your defense in general is just scary, but we found a way to get it done. Teddy B, game manager. Mike Davis runs as hard as he did last week. It's going to be over real quick for you guys. What you got to say to me? Huh? What you got to say, Bears fan?
I got to say, watch out for our D. If you're talking who I'm going to take for this matchup, normally, I don't bet with my heart, but because it's kind of even keeled, we've been the underdogs for the last 3 games, both teams. I'm going to have to go with my heart and go with Bears. Yeah, you got Khalil Mack, who's a fucking beast. The other guy, I can't think of his fucking name right now. Help me out.
Akeem Hicks.
Thank you, Hicks. But then, dude, Bridgewater, I read that he's at the top right now, NFL, completed passing. So, I don't know. It's scary. If we want to win, we got to run the fucking ball. We got to keep that possession. We just got to have better O, great D to win this game.
You're getting really riled up because you're dropping the F-bomb. but yeah, so you're all right. I love it.
Passion, baby. Love it.
Let's see. Yeah, dude, honestly, I just hope we can break that O-line and sack him. Sack Bridgewater, that little twerp.
Dang, that's what I feel.
Let me ask you, right? I think it's interesting that what I read about with this new offensive coordinator for Panthers, that basically this is like a Saints offense.
Yeah.
And what do you feel about that? Does that bother you? Do
Heck
you like
no.
it? You don't care who's the win?
If you can't beat them, join them. And if you can't coach as good as them, you still the coaches. Okay? That's the motto right there. You steal everything that you can, especially, I mean, we were very, very old school, I think, with running the ball and doing all that stuff with Ron Rivera for so long. And now we got a brand new coach. He's young. You know,
Matt Rule, right?
no, Matt Rule's the head coach, but the offense coordinator is Joe Brady. And
Brady, yeah.
yeah.
That's
And
right.
I just think he does a really good job trying to get the ball distinguished between all his receivers. He understands where the leverage is on defense, and he doesn't really – his third down, we're one of the top offenses on third down, and I love that because now we're putting guys in the right positions to get, 3 to 7 yards. That's what we're averaging on our third downs, and we usually convert. So I love what he's doing, and even though we don't have as much top-tier talent as I'd like, like Jerry Jeudy, CeeDee Lamb or something like that, we do have Robbie Anderson who's shown that he can handle it, and DJ Moore that can blow the top off and is a route runner. So we got guys that are very skilled athletes, so it doesn't come down to that superstar ability. It comes down to do you do football right? Okay, we're one of those teams that they want to play football right. The fundamentals, we're there. We're not going to flashy or make it flashy with you guys. We're just going to get it done, and I love that. That's been Carolina football since day one, ever since I was living. So,
all right. Well,
we're going.
That's what the Bears were trying to do too, but they, they're skating by. I mean, we put so much work and we build up our players, but then when they all of a sudden suck, it's like, okay, bye. They paid what? They paid Trubisky $24 million for a 4-year contract. It's his third year, right? So then now they paid Nick Foles $21 million for 3 years. And what's he doing? Is he looking any better? I mean, a little bit, but like, ugh.
Your GM's dumb.
He's looking better.
A quarterback, legit, that you can honestly just spend time with, build him up, and make him good, and not abandon him. Jesus, I get so pissed off talking about it.
I love it.
Years, man, I've had a chip on my shoulder for however long, since the 80s, since I was born. So I'm used to being in this position, especially in the NFC North with Green Bay fans, cheeseheads like yourself. I don't know. I'm just hoping we can. I'm hoping we can be better than 8-8 from last year. I hope we can make the playoffs this year, and I hope we can win this game so I can just talk crap to Ryan Thomas for the rest of the season.
You must refer to me as the cheetah on this show, lady. No, I just mess with you.
The cheetah.
Cheese, go ahead. I know you've been sitting over there waiting to get into this. But you just letting it.
Bears don't make the playoffs, but they do win this game.
Oh my gosh!
I'm going with the Bears. I feel like Nick Foles is going to fire up a little bit more, and he does. And I think the defense pressures two-glove Teddy. I think he does. I think Khalil Mack's in his face, and I think the running game that they have and installed is absolutely scary right now. But they still don't have Christian, and Falcons are awful right now, and they only, they barely put a little bit over top of them Carolina-wise. And Carolina's doing some great things right now. I'm not taking anything away from that. But
hold up.
I think Chicago comes out with this one.
Did you not watch the fourth quarter? Because we moved the chains and burnt like 7 minutes off that thing. We didn't need to put up no points.
Anderson have a lot better game and things like that, but it was also a very weak secondary. The secondary for Chicago is by far better than Atlanta's, and I think the defense overall is a lot better. And I think it is going to be a close game. And Nick Foles, I'm going out on a limb with him because this is what has to happen for this pick. He has to start putting things together, and he's getting into his third game with it. And I think he does start hitting it with them. He's not a bad quarterback. He's done things that has put him top tier sometimes when he's played. Yeah, he's getting toward the end. But I think he could be all right as of right now. And I don't know. I think Khalil Mack has to single-handedly destroy things defensively, which we've seen him do too. So I don't think it's too far out of reach to say it right now. So yeah, I go with I want to go opposite and for the special guest and try to get it back up with my pick. So I'm going to go Chicago on that one.
Oh man, we got Tanner over here. He's mad at you for picking Chicago. He's like, "Have you been drinking tonight?" And then Tim's commenting on him.
Hey, I don't want them to win, but like I'm trying to get my picks right.
Yeah, right.
So,
Tim's saying that he's a bad quarterback. His good games are the outliers. You're totally right, Tim. I agree with you. I'm not even going to worry about, Chicago's quarterback situation because we apparently got a good one
Not
over
a
here.
situation no more. Foles is there, and I think he'll be all right. Foles has won a Super Bowl.
Matt Nagy's going to end up benching him and putting Trubisky back in at some point this season. I almost can guarantee it because they're
Probably, which is why I'm so pissed off all the time.
Riding his what for I don't know why, and they've been riding it for years. I don't know why they're doing that with Trubisky. Like, just let him sit the bench and get through this season and find you another quarterback that you can grow over time, like Steph was saying.
All right,
he's done with him. Trade him. Get rid of him.
He's a smart guy. He just obviously can't put it together on the field. So it is what it is. I agree, Tanner. Fire Matt Nagy, get a different head coach. Steph. Different head coach will help you guys out a lot. So those are our key matchups that we talked about. I'm going to go ahead and get into this Google Docs form where we asked you guys the questions. Had a lot of responses on it, a lot of cool questions in here. And then we'll go over kind of what we were saying. First one, the Dolphins make playoffs. 53% said no. Only 6% said yes. 35% said they get close but barely miss out on the wild card. And then 6% also said these wins have been all a fluke. Do you think the Dolphins make the playoffs, Steph?
Y'all, oh my goodness.
You know what? I love answering your questions because just what you say is hilarious. I had to go with the fluke.
Oh, that was you?
Said the fluke. I had to go with that. I mean, but from what I remember, Dolphins are the only NFL team that have gone 14-0.
Yeah.
I think.
So, well, Dan Marino's year, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so, hey, I mean, it could be a fluke. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to watch.
Cheese.
Yo, y'all don't understand though. I'm not even going to answer this right now, but they have the top 3 easiest remaining schedule in the NFL right now. Like statistically ranked it the other day. So, and I don't know, it's crazy too. I don't know. I don't think they make the playoffs because of the Dolphins. They run into something toward the end of the year and a better team knocks them off. But I just wanted to make that statement that they are playing like the top 3 easiest remaining schedule in the NFL.
Yeah.
So,
and Tim wanted to make you aware that the Patriots went 16-0 during that regular season, but they ended up losing that Super Bowl. I think they were like 19-1. But
what year was that?
That was not too long ago, I don't think.
Oh,
But yeah,
thanks. I thought it was the Dolphins.
I think the Dolphins have the only
undefeated though.
undefeated
Steph,
season
you were right with the Dolphins being undefeated.
ever. Yeah. Like they won the Super Bowl, I think, that year. But I don't remember. I can't remember that far. I was not born yet, so sorry for history.
Are you calling me old?
No, not at all. Okay, 07 is what Tanner said with the Patriots. Packers versus Bucks. Who you got? 95% of people are saying Packers, and only 5% are saying the Bucks. We already went over this. I'm taking the Packers. Cheese is taking the Packers. Steph's taking the Bucks, and Tom Brady's mother.
Because I'm a rebel.
Yeah.
5%. What'd you say? 5%? Yeah.
There's 5%. Yeah. Who has more passing yards in this game, Rodgers or Brady? We have 82 say Roger, and then 18% say Brady.
Rogers.
Yeah, I think so too.
Dude, are you fucking kidding?
Yeah, he'll get those garbage yards anyways if they're losing. So they pass a lot more. So this is an interesting one. Who would you go with if you're Washington at quarterback? Would you go with Alex Smith, Kyle Allen, or Haskins needs to go back in? We had 30% say Haskins needs to go back in. We had 47% say Alex Smith needs to go in. And then we had that 24% with Kyle Allen. Ron Rivera's already made the decision. Kyle Allen is going to be going in the game as a starter, which was the lowest percentage of what everybody voted. But I think they like what that guy has to do. And I seen him basically the whole year last year, and he did good in those first 5 games. He didn't do terrible for the remaining of the season, but we just didn't win. He did turn the ball over a couple times, but he's not a bad little football player right there. So what do you guys think? What do you think Washington should have done?
Haskins, give him some more time. He plays for the worst team in the freaking league, dude. That dude was awesome in college. He was a great football player. I think he is a good football player. I think he's a smart football player. I think he's getting frustrated with the play calling. No one's blocking for him, and you're losing consistently, and that'll bang on you more so as a quarterback than it will like a defensive player like a Chase Young, because he's going to get his when he goes out there regardless. So I say they should have sat on Haskins a little bit more and kept trying to groom him and then start looking. I don't think Allen's your answer, but the only thing that might make him do good is he knows the playbook because of Rivera.
Yep.
So we'll see. I don't think he's a better quarterback, but I think he can do just as good or better. Maybe we'll see. Just because of that reason, it should be formality for him. So.
Steph, what you think?
Well, I don't really know too much about these quarterbacks, but Haskins. So they said he was out because he had gastrointestinal issues.
I think he got benched. I think somebody made him shit himself during one of the games, so he's done.
Like, I'm like, is that because of like getting hurt from football, or is that because you're eating like a bunch of crap? Like, I don't know.
Could be both.
But I agree with what Cheese said. Yeah, just like give him more time. Give them more time. You know, it's not his fault that he shit himself or whatever.
Yeah, I'm one of the guys that picked Kyle Allen just because I do. But Alex Smith, we have Tanner and Craig saying that they want Smith in there. Comeback player of the year. You know, that was a scary injury, and I mean he's real thankful that he can actually see the field again. So it's a great story. But I think he's just lost it a little bit. You know, just seeing him in the second half, how he played, it wasn't that great. Even though it was a good Rams team, and Washington obviously sucks a little bit, but. Kyle Allen, he gets the ball out quick. I didn't like Dwayne Haskins in college like you did. I thought he could have been a little bit better on his feet, and he was just really accurate. But when he gets out the side of the pocket, he's not that accurate. So that's my biggest thing with him. But yeah,
that's still a top quarterback though. That's for that year.
Yeah,
for his time
for college. Yeah. So was Tim Tebow, and look at him.
Yeah. Still though, I mean, I don't think they're not nowhere near the same quarterback though, so I couldn't compare those.
Yeah, so here's another question. After Dak's injury, does Andy Dalton help propel them to win that division? Okay, there's let's just go from the top. 36% of people, which is the highest, think the Cowboys still win, but barely. 30% say Andy Dalton will go off with all that talent, easily winning the worst division in football. Then we have the Eagles at 23% will end up winning that division. So 23% of people think the Eagles could come back and win that division. It's real close, you know, so really anything could happen, especially in that division. And then 11% actually think Giants or Washington could somehow win that division. So a lot of people are still on that Cowboys bandwagon, even with Andy Dalton. I think so too. I think Dallas has a lot of talent offensively, and Andy Dalton's not that bad of a quarterback. So I think they do kind of just keep a hold of that division. What about you, Steph? What do you think about that one?
Yeah, I'm going with it. What did I say? I said Andy Dalton, but they're still the worst team in the division. I am very biased on the little things that you write. If it's funny, I'm picking it. But yeah, I just picked up Andy Dalton this week for fantasy. Like I said, I've had Matt Ryan. I've had Jimmy Garoppolo, Phillip Rivers. They're not doing anything. Let's go, Andy Dalton. Come on, I'm trying to go 5-1.
There you go. You picked him up. That's a good pickup.
Yeah, I've been talking trash the whole time to Cowboy fans. Look, key dude, I like Andy Dalton. You know, I already talked about last episode. I hate what happened to Dak and stuff, so I'm not going to bounce back on that. That sucks. He's a great guy, but it is what it is now. It's life. Andy Dalton's in, and I think he start. I don't know. Dak did a great job the first few games, no doubt, putting up crazy numbers and things like that. But I think putting a little bit more pressure or a little bit more eyesight off the quarterback a little bit and start spreading the ball around to those guys and things. I don't know. I really do think that Andy Dalton can get it done. I like him.
Yeah. Craig's over here in the chat saying Eagles win by half a game because they have that tie versus the Bengals. That is very possible as well. You know, that's a big, big tie right there, especially with that division being so close as it is. So that would be interesting to see whenever it comes about week 14, week 15, see what actually the records are. The last question we had, will this be Phillip Rivers last year? 65% of people said he gets this year, then retires. We got a tie with 18% each. He still wants to play maybe for another team, or he gets benched before this year is up. Okay, and then the injury will end his career. Nobody voted for that one. But so everybody thinks basically he's going to finish out this year and then retire. I think I was the one that picked he gets a bench before this year's up. I like what Jacob Eason is, and he's a product out of Wazoo, or not Wazoo, Washington, just the University of Washington. He has a rocket arm. He reminds me a little bit about Josh Allen. So I think they're kind of grooming him up behind Phillip Rivers, but eventually he's going to get some playing time, especially if the Colts are struggling mid-season. I do think he gets benched because he looked like trash past couple games, and he's a check down machine.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that one, Cheese? Who'd you pick, or what'd you pick for Phillip?
I think he comes back at least one more year. I don't know if it'll be for the same team or not. I just think he has that Brett Favre mentality, dude. He talks straight cash money. I think he still loves the game until it gets to the point where something really hurts him. And he's not going to come back because he's putting up crazy numbers or anything like that. But I think he does just because he's so damn stubborn. So I think he comes back for at least another year, and it'll probably wind up being for another team. But somebody will wind up picking him up just because he's him.
Yeah. Well, I think he's too old. I think he needs to just hang it up. He's got like 12, 15 kids, right? 12 or 15 kids. I'm not joking when I say that. He has a lot of kids.
Go take care of your family.
Yeah,
You're 38.
exactly.
It's time. Let someone come in that's new. Like,
I believe he should too. I just don't think he'll do
Craig
it.
says he needs to retire. It's over for him. He does love the guy, though. I love him too. NC State guy. He talks so much junk, but clean. It's clean, fun on the field. It's hilarious to watch him mic'd up. So that's why I like him so much. But that is actually going to do it for our questions. Now we're going to go with the Cheese, and he's going to give us a rundown of all the games. We're going to make our picks for the week. Cheese, go ahead and take it away. This should be quick. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you liked it, please like, comment, share this to everybody you got on your Facebook page, YouTube. It's really appreciated. It goes a long way, guys. But Cheese, go ahead. Take it away.
Texans, Titans. I already picked that one.
I'm going Titans. Yeah.
Ravens, Eagles. I'm going Ravens. Lamar gets it done. Eagles are too flaky for me.
Ravens.
I think that's going to be a pretty good game, even with the Eagles struggling. But I am also going to say Lamar runs all over them. Ravens it is.
Falcons, Vikings. I picked the Falcons on that one. I think they have to get a win. They got to do something.
I picked Vikings. I'm over Matt Ryan.
I'm with you, Steph. I'm with the Vikings as well. I think they still establish a running game, and their defense is a little bit better. So they got to keep up with your division as well. Choose. Go Vikings.
Yeah. Browns and Steelers. I'm picking the Steelers because of defensive calls, defensive play.
I'm picking Browns just because I really don't know. Toss up. Sorry.
I'm also picking the Steelers on that one. I don't think the Browns have got it in them, especially with that division being as strong as it is.
Bengals and Colts. Colts gets it done because of the O-line. They control the clock. I pick Colts. And defense is sneaky too.
Man, that one's hard. Oh. Colts. Why not?
Yeah, I'm going to say Colts too. I think they established that good running game. Phillip Rivers does just enough to get it done. And then Joe Burrow's not getting any blocking or anything for the Bengals, so he's been struggling as of lately. I think they bounce back, but the Colts defense.
Put pressure on Burrow and shut down A.J. Green. And then you beat the Bengals.
Colts win that one.
Yeah. Lions and Jags.
Wait. Can I go back?
Yeah.
Oh, should I put Phillip Rivers in this week?
Where's the Bengals? Yeah, they're like one of the worst defenses in the league.
Because right now I've got Andy Dalton, right? Then Matt Ryan, Jimmy, or Phillip. It's horrible. So maybe I'll just put Phillip in.
I would choose Matt Ryan just because Vikings secondary has been iffy as well all year. I know, he let you down last week.
I don't know. Their defense ain't bad, though, dude.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
I'll flip a coin.
I'd go Rivers, dude. I would, just because it's the Bengals. All right.
Okay,
So
sorry.
Lions and Jags. I really do like what the Lions are doing right now. Minshew Magic. I don't know. I'm going Lions on that one, and I don't want them to win, obviously, but I don't know. Hawkinson has a good game. Stafford finds a way to get it done. Minshew still shows that he's not an elite quarterback.
Okay. Yeah.
Back to you.
What's that?
Who are you picking?
I'm going to pick with the Lions as well. I think that rookie corner really impressed me, and I do like the head coach because he's ex-Bill Belichick staff. I think the Lions do get it done versus a team that's struggling with the
Watch
Jaguars.
AP have a pretty good game too, dude.
Yeah, old man.
Watch him though.
Is that the last one?
No, I didn't know Steph picked. My bad. All right, so then we go Bears and Panthers. We already talked about that. I got the Bears on that one.
Bears.
Panthers, baby.
Go Bears.
Oh, dude, this is the game of the week, baby. Washington and New York Giants. Hello.
Wow.
That one's gonna be crazy.
It's a divisional game, so it's a must win. I do like the division. I think Daniel Jones gets it done. The Giants win versus the Washington football team.
I think Giants do too. I think Ebron has an extremely good game, and that helps him move the chains a lot and keeps him in
Ebron.
position. Or Ingram. My bad. All right, so Broncos. I'm about to say Broncos. I can't talk. Broncos and Patriots, man. I already picked that one, Patriots.
Yeah, Patriots. Too much.
Jets, Dolphins. I'm a ride with the Fins right now. If they want to be something, they have to beat the Jets. So,
if there is one that the Jets win this year, it is going to be versus these Dolphins because they play them twice.
Good.
I got to go with the Dolphins too because I like Myles Gaskin, Ryan Fitzmagic. No, I ain't picking no Jets, boy. I picked the Jets last week on my ticket and it screwed me. Why would I pick the Jets? It's the worst football team in the league.
Because the way you started out talking, I was like, oh, yeah, you bagged them.
I'm definitely going Dolphins.
On Bell, too, which is crazy. And he's on the Chiefs now.
Yeah,
what? Oh, I didn't hear that.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Crazy.
Speaking of that game, Frank Gore, old man, 37 years old, he's going to flip back the time machine and he's going to rush over 20 times and have over 100 yards.
All right, Packers, Bucks. I picked the Packers.
I'm with you.
I picked the Bucks.
Rams and 49ers, and we already said that one. I picked Rams.
Yeah, I'm with the Rams.
That's it, baby.
That is going to do it for our picks this week. Thanks for tuning in, Steph. We appreciate you. Thanks for being my first female on the show.
Gosh, it was so fun.
I'm glad you had a good time. Yeah. But we are going to come to a close, guys. I appreciate you tuning in, commenting in the chat. You guys were awesome. We love you. Cheese, go ahead and hit it with some vibes.
Ooh, a little bit of techno for Steph. That's some shit right there. We're like in the Vegas club again.
Cheetah and the Cheese.